The topic of today's video is using a realtor to buy property in the Philippines. If you guys recall, when Wilma and I retired to the Philippines in July of 2021, we moved to Leyte Island. And pretty quickly we started looking for property there in Leyte. And then we branched out to 4 other islands over time to look at what was available in the other islands. So we decided pretty early on that we wanted to use a realtor, and actually what we did was on each island we used 3 realtors, and I'm going to explain why we did that. So what we did was we exclusively used Facebook Marketplace, and we just looked at property in Leyte Island, and then saw photos that was posted. Typically by the realtor would post photos and what a cost per square meter was and other pertinent information. And you just scroll through the properties. You see where they're at. Are you interested in living in that barangay or not? And we basically just started researching and jotting down the ones that we were interested in. And then we would reach out, typically through Messenger, and said we were interested, and we would look at the properties. And we did that with 3 realtors in Leyte. And the reason for that is to create a little competition. We wanted to make sure that we saw everything that was available. Realtors are obviously going to show you what they have listed. And there may be a good piece of property there, but it's listed by another realtor, and they want to show you theirs. So we went ahead and used 3 realtors each island. And then when we started branching out, now we had to travel to that island. So what we did was about 2 weeks out, Wilma and I would do research again on Facebook Marketplace, and we would look at property in that province and start reaching out 2 weeks out to the realtors. And we would pick 3 and say what you have available. And obviously they would send additional photos and some additional properties that wasn't actually listed on Facebook Marketplace, but they had listed. So we did that homework up front. And then what we did was we picked a travel date that we were going to travel to that province. And what we basically did was, say we're going to travel on a Tuesday, we used that as a travel day, and we said, okay, we're available to look at property on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we picked the 3 realtors and said, are you available Wednesday? They would say yes or no. And we would get the 3 lined up and said, okay, this is the hotel we're staying at. Could you meet us at that hotel at 8 a.m. And show us 5, 6, 7 parcels of land in a day? And that's about what you could get done in a good day, 6-8 hours. We would look at 5, 6, 7 lots. And so we would do that with the 3 realtors. So 1 realtor would get Wednesday, 1 realtor would get Thursday, 1 realtor would get Friday. And then obviously they would, they would want a day 2 if you didn't find anything. We would say, well, I can't see property with you tomorrow because I have another realtor showing me some parcels. And we were upfront and honest that we were using multiple realtors, and again, that creates a little competition. But we would say, hey, we're available Saturday, we're available Sunday, we're going to be here, for a week. Actually, in one province, we stayed 2 weeks. So then we started having a day 2 with some of the realtors, and they would show us, sometimes 2 or 3 more parcels, or even 5 or 6. And that really gave us an opportunity to see what was available. So that's how we handled it. Now talk a little bit about how the realtors get paid. The way it works here, and this is the way I understand it, is they get 5% of the purchase price, and that's would be paid by the owner, so it really costs you nothing. Now obviously they add that 5% to the cost per meter cost, but the owner of the property would pay 5% of the purchase price. So you go ahead and make an offer. If they accept, 5% of that offer, if it's accepted, would go to the realtor. So that's how it works. So they want to make money, so they want to show you obviously property that that could sell. And then, we have to consider the cost per square meter, if it's on a cemented road or not. Does it have power and water on the property? Do you have to drill a well? Is there municipal water? Is the title clear? Is the taxes paid? All those other considerations that you need to be concerned about. And that was a good thing about using a realtor as well, because usually a realtor will make sure, or will at least know the true story regarding that property, if the title is good or not. I always asked to see a copy of the title when I looked at the property. And if the realtor did not have a copy, I questioned that. I wanted to make sure that there was indeed a title. And then I asked questions like the person's name on the title, is that person alive or not? And to make sure that you're dealing with somebody that is alive and you're not dealing with heirs. And that just makes things more complicated. So everything worked out well. We traveled from island to island, and we did that 3 realtor approach. Again, just letting them know where we were staying when we were arriving at the hotel. Please meet us at the hotel, and then they would just take us out and show us parcels of land. Worked out very well for us. It was a chance for us to come into another island, another province, and kind of do a quick blitz and see what was available. Like I said, we stayed, I think as little as 7 days on some islands, and one here in Negros. We actually stayed 14 days because we kind of fell in love with the area. We liked the boulevard down in Dumaguete. We liked all the different types of restaurants. We liked the boardwalk. So we really liked the area, and we were really trying to make it work here. So we stayed a little bit longer and really looked at a lot of property. So that's how we handled the real estate. There's other ways of doing it. You can just word of mouth, ask around and see what's available. And here in the Philippines, they'll say, oh yeah, I have a cousin, I have an uncle, I have a friend. But we didn't want to go that route. We wanted to go through a realtor that would hopefully have done their homework, making sure that the property is sellable. You hear the horror stories of people buying real estate and they can't get the title clear. They can't transfer the title into their name. Now everyone knows, or most of you know, that the title has to be in a Philippine or a Filipina's name. Can't be in a foreigner's name. So I understand that, and I'm sure you guys understand that. But there's a lot of horror stories out there where people buy property and try to get the titling done and have issues, and it can go on for years, or they never get a title at all. And that's something that I did not want to deal with. So we were very upfront and honest with all the realtors that we talked to. We are not going to buy a property that has any hang up with the titles. Some of the realtors said, oh, there's a tax declaration, that's good enough. And we said, well, it may be good enough for you, but not good enough for us. We wanted to be able to transfer that title immediately and get that title in Wilma's name, get the deed of sale, and move forward with the construction. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I truly didn't own that property, and I'm investing my retirement dollars in building a home on land that at that time we didn't own. We didn't want to get involved with that. So I hope that helps you guys out a little bit. Any questions about realtors or any additional questions, please comment below, or you could email me at buildingthephilippines@yahoo.com, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Okay guys, talk to you later.